Welcome to a special video presentation of the Speakeasy. Please watch this episode on a screen and never while driving. Okay, recording in progress.
Are we synced?
We are synced. Oh my, I've never felt closer to you, Katie
wow,
Curry.
We're synced up.
Oh, okay, now we can really get it started though, because here comes your song, Let 'Em Know by T.I., because Katie Curry's been letting people know things for a while now. She's
just a few months.
Just a few months. But she's about to let us know all about some Encompass dashboards. Welcome to the Speakeasy. Katie Curry, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Connor. Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad you're here. You know, like you said, we've only known each other for a matter of months, but I feel like we, you know, you've got a je ne sais quoi. You've got I think we both do.
We're old friends. Our kids are around the same age.
Yeah.
You've got good taste in wine.
Right. I feel like you've got the it factor, chutzpah.
Oh,
right?
Thanks. Yeah.
And so that's why I really wanted you on this podcast today, another video podcast, to talk about Encompass and the new dashboard. Are you excited about this?
I've never been so excited in my life.
You've got a good working, probably knowledge of Encompass, but what we're trying to do too is curate a dashboard of kind of canned and fusion reports for everyone. So, and you haven't seen this thing yet, which is cool. We want your blind reaction, and we want you to ask questions, and we're really excited to show and share this with everyone. So let's get into it real quick. So the idea here is we've created a little dashboard that everyone has on their Encompass, and we can all access, and we all have access to these reports. So real quick, I'm just going to show you guys just this little image here. And in your Encompass, under Reporting, you should have a USC Dashboard tab right there. And if you don't call me, call Bobby Deason. He'll help you find it out. I'm just kidding. You can call me or email me. We can get you hooked up on that. And also in your Encompass app, under Sales Execution, you'll see a link to the USC Dashboard. And that takes you can run these reports on your phone. It looks it's bigger and cleaner on a computer. So if you're, getting ready to, you're preparing a presentation and you're on a, iPad or PC, it's just bigger and just easier to use that way. But you definitely can use these on your phone if you like.
So you can access it from your desktop or the mobile phone.
Yes, there are so many ways to access this.
We're already off to a good start.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. We'll also have a couple job aids for you guys to show you how just in general Encompass works.
Love a job aid.
Yes, love a good job aid, kind of the X and Y axis, and then a job aid for the actual dashboard. So what do you think? Should we jump in?
We should jump in.
Let's do it. Okay, I also want to shout out one Melissa Marr, a big friend of the pod. She's been on an episode or two, and she's letting us use her data. She also happens to be up in sales this year, which is great.
Good for you, Melissa.
Yes, get it. So we appreciate her for letting us clone her and use her data to show off all the different things that this dashboard can do. So like I said, it's under Reporting right here. You'll see USC Dashboard. And then just the homepage is just a couple useful links like Cornerstone homepage, right? Then the USC job aids right here on OneDrive for anyone to access this on-premise IR or chain job aids for now. Those will keep growing. And then if you're interested in taking any of the United Sales Cycle methodology, there's links to all of those right here as well as we keep on building them. But here's where things get pretty crazy and very exciting.
Okay.
Once we get to opportunity finding and pre-planning, right? So the thing I'm most excited about, Katie, is the pod opportunities and existing pods, but we're going to do that in a minute because the thing that I think we should show you first, or one thing I will say is if you put a brand here, it will update the whole page. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that last. Okay.
I'm excited for that. You're going to save the best for last?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll build up to it.
So the other thing that we can do is we've got some canned reports here, a comparison report for cases, and then also dollars down here. So let's take a look over here, and you can always click the little hamburger menu and hit expand.
Okay.
Okay, so, and this just gives her a snapshot of her territory, right? And how all the customers are doing. So you can see she's crushing it this year, up a good bit in cases month to date, and then you can see year to date. And then the other nice thing you can do too is you can see what's up or down, and you can kind of drill down into, okay, we're off a little bit this month, perhaps in cases here. So wonder what is going on there. So what you would do is just click on it, and you can drill down to brand, right? And let's see what's going on with this one. And a lot of things are just off cycle, or you might notice, you see it does it all by brand now. And you say, okay, what happened to High Noon Pineapple in here or whatnot? Maybe they need a deal of that, or did they DQ something? So it's a good way to find opportunity in that way, right? You can also organize things so you can see the sort 1 through 9 or 9 to 1. That'll help us sort things by losses or gains. So if you were to want to do some pre-planning, you could say, okay, this is organized by who's down, I guess, the most. Mm-hmm. And by the way, this is no slight on Melissa, of course, because there's a lot of external forces. Some of these might have closed down or whatnot.
Right.
But this is a way you can dig into your numbers and see is it a brand? What's going on with it? It's a good way to kind of to delve in and find opportunity and pre-plan your business like that.
Cool.
Make sense?
It makes sense.
Cool. So I'm going to go back here.
So now if you are somebody using this dashboard and you log in, you're logged into Encompass, and you go to this USC dashboard, it's automatically assigned to you, or will be.
Correct.
So like what you just showed here on the cases and dollars being up, you didn't have to filter anything. It was
It's just for you.
I love this.
Yeah. And for you as a manager, it should show your whole team, I believe, and you can drill down to one of your reps if you like.
Okay. Cool.
So this is the same thing right here with dollars. I'm not going to dive into that, but it's the same type of a concept right there.
Everything's clickable.
Yeah, just clickable, and you can always filter down. And here's cases by segment for her, which will, if you always, hamburger menu, hit expand, and you can see just a snapshot of beer, wine, liquor, non-alc, and hemp, and how we're doing there.
I love that breakout. I do that often.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And then, let's see, what else do we have here? If you want a rolling 12 of a particular customer, we can say here, let's do one of hers, Vic's on the river. I don't know why my voice went up when I said that, but Vic's on the river I think is how you say it. This will give you a nice just snapshot of that customer.
Cool.
Okay, now this is the one that's very exciting, I think, for opportunity finding.
Yeah.
How many times do you have a pod goal and you don't know where you have pods?
Yeah. Usually you have to pull up multiple windows, pull different reports.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with this. It's going to be all in one spot.
There's got to be a better way, right?
Where's the easy button?
So the old-fashioned way of doing this was, I will say, I think, a little difficult. This way right here, you find, let's say you've got a pod goal on...
Let's do Coors Banquet. I know that's a big one at the moment.
Okay, let's take a look at that. Where do we have Coors Banquet? A lot of places, right?
Yep.
So that's a great one there. So we've got it all over the place in her territory, but there's a couple places we could target, like these right here. So instead of having to, I remember as a sales rep, I'd always have to wait for a manager to give me this list because I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
But this should be just one click and you find out where you can target, and gives you days since last purchase as well.
In the biz, we call it a where to hunt
tool,
right?
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. Where should you spend your time?
Exactly. So that's a nice little way to find some pod opportunities right there.
And the day since last purchase is a nice piece of information there too to kind of compare against.
Compare and Program Advisor, whatever the goal is, 90 days unsold or whatnot. You can toggle it that way.
Yep. Cool.
Okay, so that there is our opportunity finding and pre-planning section right there. You guys let us know if there's a report you would love to see here. Let's move on now to product selection. This one I'm pretty excited about. as far as finding out, we've got, as we say, an embarrassment of riches, right? And inventory, right? We have so many SKUs, so many good things.
It's overwhelming
It
at
really,
times.
it really is.
Coming over here and looking at everything that we sell, it is amazing, but also
A little intimidating.
A little bit.
There's like 8,000 SKUs in the warehouse, right?
Yeah.
So we've tried to put something together that'll help us filter that down a little bit.
Love it.
As we have regular inventory reports. This one could be. Let's see. Let's do Savannah because she is in Savannah.
Yeah.
What I like about this one, I'll tell you, you can do it by brand, but we've also added some extra filters here. So let's say you were wanting to. We did it by country basically, and then varietal. So I'm just going to use wine because that's a good example. So let's say we're trying to figure out what we have from Italy.
I could use this last week.
Yeah, I could have used this since 2008 or whenever we got Encompass in 2012. That would have been really handy.
We had a meeting with a French restaurant last week. Really needed to brush up on the inventory. We had a French wine.
Well, let's do that then. Let's do France then.
Okay.
Here, let's clear that. And let's do France. Okay, and I'm going to just select all champagne. There's another category. So, and one thing I will say is sometimes the categories are updated differently. They sometimes don't capture every single thing, but it gets most of our wines. So that's my little asterisk by this. It's still kind of a work in progress. But right now we're looking at everything that we have that's from France and Savannah, right? So there we go, and it has what we have on the floor, and then what we have coming in. So we've got some Moillard, we've got Calvé, we got all this good French wine.
Cool.
Really handy too for the off-premise if you're in a wine set and you're looking at it and there is space, there's an opportunity, let's say in France or in an old world section, and you think, oh, what do we have, right? Mm-hmm. Well, these are your options, and you can filter down more from there as well. So let's go to Italy. I want to do all of Italy, but then I want to know, okay, this is an Italian restaurant, so maybe, and they just asked me for Nebbiolo. Let's just see here what happens. Okay, so these are all of our Nebbiolo options.
Cool.
That you could then review and add to a presentation or present to your customer, right? So pretty useful, I think. And then we also have, let's see here, we have style as well, which is great for beer. So if you're looking for an amber ale, right?
Yep.
Now we can see what we have by style. Okay, cool. So, and then of course you can always go by brand family or brand as well, and just see what we've got going on. Okay, down here, this is what I call the deal breakdown builder. Now, you're never going to, I kind of like it. Let's just do the infomercial thing for the rest of this.
Yeah, we could.
You're never going to guess what this will do. So this might be a little more, well, you can tell me, but this might be a little more off-premise focus. But the idea here is, okay, so you're building a deal, right? Let's say your customer wants you to send them some Sutter home, right? And you actually put in a customer number here. So I'm going to use the same example that Evan and I used, but we used a different brand. So we got a last rolling 12 right here.
Okay.
So this is what they bought. Oh, sorry, I need to put a location too. Where is that? Oh, no, here it is. Okay. So this is what this account bought in the past year, right?
Wow. Okay.
So they bought 124 cases of Sutter home. And they're saying, okay, we need, send me the 100-case deal, and they can give you a breakdown, but oftentimes that's phooey, right? They're going to give you a bad breakdown. What you can do is run this little report and say, okay, well, I got percentages over here, so if I was going to send you 100 cases exactly, I would say we probably want to do 38 cases of White Zin, 25 Pic Moscato, and give a breakdown like that, right?
I see.
But also comparing, of course, changing it with the inventory that they have.
Yep.
So if they have 20, then, you would adjust it that way. but it's a nice way to do it for building a deal to see what they've bought over the past year.
Yep. I could have used this for a fever tree. So many SKUs, right? And there's tons of different pricing structures and things that you can tap into. So
yes, exactly. That's a great application. And if you want to say, okay, you don't need a rolling 12, maybe you want to do, what they did last St. Patty's Day. You can also customize it.
Oh, it'll go that far back if we want it to.
Yes, you can.
That would have been helpful too, because recently, or in United, there's route changes sometimes, right? And so you could go in to talk to a customer and like, oh, we used to sell it. And like, well, I haven't been on the route that long. So something like that, this would be really interesting to see, like, what were they in? What packages were they selling? How was it doing?
Yeah. So just to kind of get a feel of what's doing well somewhere and not, and how to structure a deal.
Cool.
Okay, great. So that is product selection, because it's still a kind of selecting product, and this is kind of selecting what you want to present. And speaking of presenting, but wait, there's more. We've got our presentation station here at Presentation Preparation.
You mean you incorporated Canva into Encompass? Yes. It just makes the presentation. Gosh, we are, when people ask if United is up on AI, we need to be using this.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And you're familiar with our little key threes here. So we've got our key three finders as well.
I love that.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got, if you want just the shared PowerPoint of any of these, you can click on it. We got spirits. There we go. I was hoping not to. So this is all of our key threes. But the cooler part, and we got it for spirits and beer and THC. And then we got our Canva presentation station, which takes you to the intranet spot for it. And then we got a collection of key threes, like 12 Weeks of Agave or programs like that.
Okay.
But another cool way to do it is this report, which I'm going to move us up here a little bit. We're moving up. All right, there we go. Let's say, a lot of my students say you only care about Hansen. It's not true, but I just like to use it as an example. So let's say I'm going to show a lineup of Hansen vodka tomorrow, right?
Okay.
And I need to bone up on it. I need to, print some things out to present to a customer. Well, I just typed in the brand family Hansen right here, and I've got all of these key threes that I can either just copy and paste all the key threes and add them to my own presentation.
Amazing.
Or
the sales sheet's linked.
I've got the sales sheet right here for the key three, for the actual
Very helpful
PDF.
Okay, cool.
And key three, this bank is growing. We don't have everything, of course. If you want to help us make any key threes, please let me know. I'll give you my home phone number.
Public service announcement.
Yeah.
Connor, it's really a soliciting podcast for help.
So, any questions about this page here?
No, this is very cool, Connor.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
I'm trying to see here. I was going to show you guys the intranet. Oh, yeah, here's the shared Canva presentations. This is going to look cooler, but for now, these are Canva template links. So as soon as and this is a lot of our USC actual capstone presentations, if you click on one of these, it's a template link, so it actually makes a copy in your Canva, and then you can edit it from there and change pricing.
So I often have my team asking, how can we access, because I have the full kit and caboodle Canva, like the premium, pay whatever it is. Mm-hmm. So if they have, and we have some issues just trying to get people on my Canva, they can come here, work from any of these existing Canva presentations.
Correct.
Make their edits.
Yep, you don't need the paid for
everything.
You don't need the paid for one.
Great. Okay.
You can it makes a copy to your. I mean, you do need a Canva account, so you
Correct,
can just get the freebie.
Yep.
And now you have access to this this great one here. Brandon Barnes made this one, which was like a nice kind of summer themed wine club type.
Love
of thing.
it.
Yeah. So that gets us going on presentation station or on the presentation preparation. And then our last little tab here is pitch and close / pull through, the last stops on the United sales cycle. These are job aids to kind of reinforce some of the most important tools we have, like the Shelf Talker job aid, staff training, what to do to set up a staff training, some tools and tips for that. You can just click on these, and they literally take you right there. Wine dinners, shelf display, cold box standards job aid, pull-through job aid for on-premise, a link to Tagify, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Let's see what happens when I click this bad boy. Yep. Now this will show you how to make shelf talkers. We've got a really good system that more of us should be using that is also on the internet over here under HR, learning and development.
So you've kind of taken the intranet and allowed it to be inside of Encompass.
Yep.
Just less stops on the journey.
Yes.
Okay.
One-stop shop.
That's what we are here at United. We sell
Yes.
all beverages,
Yes.
all of your solutions in Encompass.
Exactly. So we've got all of these we've got thousands of shelf talkers that you can just put together for your IR chain accounts and all sorts of good things. And so this is what we've been excited to show everybody, and we're hoping everyone will use it. Everyone should have access to it.
So I could set up a meeting with my team and take them through it. They should have the access
Everyone
to
should
it.
have it.
This is great. Okay.
Let us
and if
know
they
if
don't
they
have
don't.
access, Bobby?
I'm going to call, maybe Pluchow, actually. We're going to pick on Andrew Pluchow.
Okay. Talk to Andrew.
But you can always I was kidding earlier, you can just email me or call me, and we'll get everyone set up.
You love to have a full inbox. That's
I do.
fine, yeah.
I do. And that right there is the dashboard.
This is great.
Cool. Okay.
We have so many great tools at our fingertips, but some of these things just exist in so many different ways, right? In so many different formats. And so to sit in a room and be taught how to do it, if you're not using it every single day, but to know that we live in Encompass the most, let's be real, right? It's where I think everybody spends most of their time, and especially preparing for meetings, managers, it's certainly where I spend my time. So to know that this can all be right here in one spot, it's way more intuitive than having, oh, wait, what login do I need for this other, we have
account? 15 apps, which is, we have to, because there's so many different things we do.
We do so much, yeah.
But we're trying to keep it all in one.
I love the pod opportunities, the accounts buying and not buying. That's like really, really nice, because very rarely do we have it set up where you can see it on the same page, right?
Yeah.
And so, and any of these you can download, right? And,
correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Katie, thank you so much for joining us today and kind of previewing the Dash. And y'all send us your ideas and thoughts, and we will talk to you soon.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Cheers.
Bye. Cheers.